Hello and welcome to another video today brought to you by Marcus's Corner. I'm Marcus Boston. Quick video today and it's going to deal with entertainment, vacation, cruising. I have my brother here in the office today again to talk with us about his recent experience cruising the Caribbean Princess on Princess Cruise Lines. And I know we have a lot of individuals who watch Marcus's Corner for the vacation and for the reviews on the ships and things like that, Quintin. And so I would just like you to talk briefly about some of the main things that people are concerned about when we are talking about cruising: boarding, food, entertainment, the ship in general. So I want to run down those things and so you can let everybody know your experience. So first of all, where did you all cruise out of and for how long?
We cruised out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida over the Thanksgiving weekend last year, and it was 7 days.
It was a 7-day cruise. And for those who are wondering about boarding, getting onto the ship, what was your experience like with that?
The boarding process was extremely smooth. You go with the porters, you put all of your stuff there as far as your suitcases and stuff, and then you go inside to the customer service agents. It was very smooth, no problems, no issues. The line moved very swift. They didn't try to upsell anything to us when we got there. The room was available. The one thing that I did notice, which is a positive, the luggage. This was the fastest I've ever seen the luggage come to the room. It was very, very quick. No damage to the luggage. The boarding was seamless.
Good. And you have had an opportunity to cruise with Carnival and Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and this was the fastest.
This was the fastest that I've ever experienced.
Let's move on from that boarding experience to another important factor for a lot of individuals who are cruising, and me personally too, the food. I'm greedy, I like to eat. So do you want to, let's give everybody your thoughts on the food.
The food was excellent. My wife is a vegan, so if you are vegan, they have plenty of options for you. Every day what happens is the chef or the maitre d' or someone will come to the table and they would provide she would provide them with a list of things that she wanted as far as what they had on the menu that evening, and they would prepare it. So it wasn't, and she ate. So it wasn't anything. So if you're vegan, they have those options for you. The breakfast was very good. The food, was excellent. So they have the afternoon tea, which you can go to every day. First time for me doing it. I did it every day. The food was excellent. The breakfast was excellent. What
about specialty dining? Anything like that? What did you notice in regard to that?
It was good. I mean, there was no complaints at all on the food. It was readily available. The food was excellent, man. It was really good.
Okay, that's good to know. The third thing that I want to talk about, another thing that is important for cruisers, entertainment. And I know that I did a review a couple of years ago talking about the differences between Royal Caribbean and Carnival, and entertainment is something that is very important to a lot of people when we're talking about cruising. So I want you to give some feedback or your experience, either from the club standpoint or just regular entertainment shows, things like that. What was your experience on Princess as it pertains to the entertainment factor?
Well, first of all, I was a little skeptical at first because I had been told by a number of individuals that it would be such a wide range of a specific age, of older individuals on the Princess Cruise Line. However, it was one of the best cruises I've ever been on. From an entertainment standpoint, we went to a few shows that were very good. It was no complaints at all.
Nightlife, what about nightlife?
The nightlife was really good. The comedy show was actually really, really good. I went twice to see that. The nightlife was interesting because they had happy hour every night. It was 2-for-1 drinks in this bar called Skywalker. They had 2-for-1 drinks. So we would go up there every night. It's interesting because this is the first cruise where I was in the bar every night because they had happy hour every night.
Well, that's always a big draw. I mean, again, people like to relax and have a good time. And before we move on from entertainment, I don't want to miss an opportunity to talk about the casino.
Yeah, the casino was it wasn't as big, okay, as some of the other Oasis or Royal Caribbean ships because they're a lot bigger. But the casino, the staff was extremely friendly. There was none of that going on. They had real players in there, which I enjoyed. People understood the games, craps, roulette, blackjack. So you didn't have a lot of that amateur play in there. And again, that might be getting to that age that people were talking about before we got on. But I really enjoyed it. I played all the games, well, specifically roulette and craps. So craps in particular. But it was very fun. The table was lively every night, which it can be a hit or miss, on some tables. But the casino was spacious enough, and they do have lessons for people who don't know how to play.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So for someone who's a novice who may want to just be getting into it, that experience, I mean, it would be
overwhelming for them. And it was right in the middle of the ship as well, so it wasn't a situation where you had to go to seek out. And the gym was good also.
Okay. And for this last one, I want to just talk about the ship in general. Now, I know you don't have any kids, and we don't have any kids, but for individuals who do have children and they may be thinking about bringing their children along, what did you notice in regards to children moving freely about the ship and being able to have activities specifically for children and things like that? Did you notice any of that?
You never saw them. They were on the ship, but you never saw them. So whatever they had,
I mean, for some people that could be a good thing.
Right. For me, that was a great thing coming from the cruise that we did the year before, where the kids were all over the place, man, even running through the casino. But they had activities for the kids. You would see them at different times. They would always be with their groups, the group leaders that the ships would have. So you would see them walking in a line. You would see them moving around, but you didn't see a lot of them as far as just in the casino area or up on the deck up top, but they were there. Kids were there. It looks like they had activities. They had an arcade. So you would see, now where you did see them was the basketball up top. So you saw them playing basketball. You saw them doing miniature golf. But you didn't see a lot of the kids moving around about the ship.
But very, very children friendly.
Very children friendly atmosphere from what I could observe.
And to wrap it all up, just what is your overview, your review of the ship in general, your rooms, and what would you say for someone who's watching right now and they've got options? I mean, they're thinking about going on Carnival, they're thinking about going on Royal Caribbean, or they're thinking about doing Norwegian, and now Princess is out here. What would you tell that person who's thinking about, they've got a lot on their mind and they just don't know where should they pull the trigger in regards to which cruise to go on? What would you tell that person in regards to Princess, how Princess lays out with the other
to be honest with you, I've been going back and forth with my wife on this, and it was by far the best ship that I've been on. And that's hard for me to say because I am loyal to Royal Caribbean. But it is just, to me, it was the most relaxing cruise that I've been on. It was just the best experience that I've been on. It was well worth the money. The food was good. I don't have any complaints in regards to the ship. Was not as new as some of the newer ships that we've been on with Royal Caribbean specifically. But I don't have any complaints. I mean, it was the best cruise that I've been on yet. And I've told everybody that, but like I said,
that's a strong statement. I mean, considering we cruise a lot, we go a lot, but I have not had an opportunity yet to cruise on Princess. But I would give it Princess, in my opinion. I would give it, and it's a small sample size of Princess. Okay, I would give Princess, then Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and then Norwegian, especially after that experience with Norwegian, which we had, and we did a video on that. But I would say by far the Princess cruise line it's the best one that I've been on yet. Well, there you have it, everybody. Thank you, Quintin, for coming in.
Appreciate it.
coming across the hallway and coming on in and helping us out today with this in Marcus's Corner. Hopefully that by watching this video, will be able to help you out or give you another viewpoint as to some of the information in regards to these cruise lines. Remember, a lot of times in regards to your vacation, a lot of times it's what you make of it. I've cruised a lot. I've had an opportunity with my wife to go, and we love cruising, and it's really Quintin. I mean, it's a good way to vacation, but a lot of it is what you make of it. All right, if you're still with me here at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you to give me a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to Marcus's Corner, where we talk about some of everything from, as we talked about today, vacations and cruises, to sports in some instances, to small business information and other motivational stuff, and the news. All right, again, I am Marcus Boston for my brother, Dr. Quintin Boston. We will see you next time. Peace.